course, once again, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty for another episode of Road Rage. For those of you that are not familiar, Road Rage is where I have the hands-free phone set up in this holder here, and I just talk while I drive, or sometimes I do walks, and the goal is to make it more conversational. It's no script, off the cuff. So anyway, last night, I was working on my review, getting that put up for Jawbreakers Lost Souls. Yes, so if you haven't seen it, go check out that video review of Jawbreakers Lost Souls. And I happened to pop on my Twitter, and lo and behold, I find Erik Larsen is taking cheap shots at John Mallon for his art. First started with a particular page, and it shows an eyeball coming down, and it hits a guy and then bounces off. Okay, I'm not going to go all the names and all that, but it was very simple, and what I mean by simple is simple to understand. It was really obvious, but in his remark, he's like, well, did we explain what happened here? It's like, really? Are you 5? Because anybody probably 5 years old or older probably can figure out. Matter of fact, I showed that very page to Little Frugal, and he understood everything that went just fine, and he's 6. So Erik Larsen, comic pro, can't understand what happened in a comic book page where a 6-year-old boy can. Once again, that's just throwing shade because somebody wants, I want attention. I need attention. It was baby games. It was ridiculous. And then he goes off on another page with a hand from a guy that's actually not old if you read the book, but I think he said he was 38, maybe, I can't recall off the top of my head, but he's making fun of where the thumb is. But if you have a withered hand like that at that angle, I held my hand at that angle and look at that makes perfect sense. So once again, maybe before you talk smack, you actually ought to, do your research and look a little bit. But once again, that's just a man-child. Erik Larsen's been a man-child for a long time, whining on the internet, and why else? He's just trying to get attention. He's trying to get attention from his peers because, let's be honest, he's been irrelevant for a long time. When's the last time he's done anything that's actually caught any attention for being good? Yeah, I mean, he's even resulted to the point of using child porn and doing porn in Savage Dragon to try to get somebody to read that piece of crap, and nobody still will. Matter of fact, it probably didn't help. It probably hurt. I wouldn't want to touch that thing with a pair of gloves on. Ugh. I mean, disgusting. Guy's got issues. I mean, by the way, his excuse for those pages like that where, well, it's a mature book. I'm sorry, I understand it's for mature readers, but mature readers don't want to see child porn either. Okay? Disgusting. I'm not going to show those pictures here. You can find them easily yourself with an internet search. I am not putting that stuff on my channel. Okay, it was disgusting. It'd probably give you a strike too if you have that stuff on your channel. And then why would I want to subject anybody to that? So my thought is this: you knew the haters were going to come out, absolutely, right? When Jawbreakers came out, because they have to fire back. And Erik Larsen, of course, is one of them because he's got to score points for his crowd, like Gail Simone. It came out wrong. Oopsie. Like Gail Simone there, all of them jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah, Gail, what have you done lately that's been any good? Yeah, Gail's been hit and miss. She's had some decent stuff, but most of her stuff has been missed. Let's be honest with that, too. All right. You can see the absolute hatred from these people. You should really, check it out. The hatred is there because now they're mad. Now, granted, they're going to have some throwback and aggravation because Myers reviewed their book, right? Richard C. Myers, your boy Zach, reviewed their books, and they don't like it. They don't like anybody telling them anything but a pat on the back and say, you're great, you're so wonderful. They don't like reality, and they need it. But that's one of the differences. Richard C. Myers like, hey, review this book, tell me what you think. And I did that in my review. Watch my review. I said the art was really good in the book. It wasn't the greatest story I've ever read, but it was a fun story. And that's I'm being honest about that. I enjoyed the book. I think it was well worth it, and I'm glad I got it. We'll put it that way. But all these people are coming out filled with hate because, they got to get even. Boy, Erik Larsen, wow. Even Erik Larsen in his prime, I never really got into his artwork. I know some people liked him a lot. I never did. I remembered him on ASM, and on Spider-Man there, I always seen him as like McFarlane light on crack. He's like he wanted to be McFarlane, but he didn't have the skill of McFarlane. McFarlane has his own unique style. You notice that everything's a little thinner. There's a lot of detail in it, interesting angles, things like that, and perspectives. Whereas Larsen's just was like, did it well on crack. So the artwork, the lines aren't as well defined, the angles aren't as good. It's just everything is just not quite there. The copycat that couldn't achieve, if you will. And for him, he goes, well, would see you do better? I can't, okay? I know that. I can't do that any better. Even when I was in my prime of artwork, I was pretty good, but I don't think I ever had the speed where I could have been a professional comic artist. But then I got hurt and I can't do anything, so go figure. So anyway, yeah, Larsen, whatever a man does to try to get back in the limelight, right? He's doing everything he can to promote his weak sales. Shame on you, Larsen. It doesn't look good on you, and people see it. You're nothing but being a whiny baby on that. Shame on you. And I know probably some haters are going to come over here. Oh, the guy wearing a mask talking crap. I wear a mask because of the NPC nutballs and the SJWs and the mean things they do to protect my family. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's my thoughts. What are your take on this and on this attack from Larsen all of a sudden on Malin? I really would like to know. I personally would like to see if Larsen thinks he's so frickin' great, he should nut up and go on Drawn and Quartered. But as mentioned in other tweets, he probably should go on the fan edition first because, he needs to get his skill level up. But even with that said, they're going to make him look bad too. I don't think he can win the fan edition, to be honest with you. I just don't. And because I've seen some great fans artwork on there, I don't think he can make it. But that's my thoughts on it. So yeah, there's my questions. What do you think about this Larsen situation? Is he just thirsty for attention? And do you think Erik Larsen could win Drawn and Quartered? Let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. As well as, what did you think about Jawbreakers? Yeah, or you could put that comment in the Jawbreakers video if you don't mind. All right, till next time, keep it frugal.